Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Joey, and if I sound a bit groggy, it's just because I woke up about half an hour ago, and I'm still getting out of zombie mode. But I just wanted to put this message in front of this video for episode 70 to say that I think maybe 90% of this video is all the same scene. It's just the exact same scene. It's not the first scene that you see. It's going to be later on at around going over the footage now. Around 9 minutes 40? Yeah, around 9 minutes 40. And it's just one giant monologue thing between, one giant monologue between, well, I guess it's not really a monologue, but it's just some big conversation between Ajia and Aoi. And to be honest, it's hardly compelling stuff. It's been a couple of weeks since I recorded it, and I'm pretty sure I caught myself yawning, but I mean, it's important to the story. I mean, you get to learn what happened and what the secret is. Uh, but spoiler alert here, the secret is hardly worth waiting. I was just like, oh, really? That's it? Okay. But anyway, that's just it. I still recommend you watch it if you want to keep up with the story. Hopefully, this bloody thing's going to come to an end. Well, if my heart had wings, the first half of it was really good. Right now, I'm just sort of like trudging through it. I just wanna finish it, honestly. But anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like it or something, do stuff that will make it seem like you like it. Thanks. Anyway, remember, wait, no. It's so early in the morning that I completely forgot my outro. It's like, what is it again? Enjoy the rest of whatever the hell it is you are, if my heart had a wing saying thank you, and goodbye.
I left as if I had been driven away. I guess I'll try to mail her first. I just said that the glider is finished and asked her where she was. No response. Well, I guess I could have predicted that. I called a different location. Of course. Did we track her down or something? What's going on? I returned to my dorm for the time being and changed clothes. Then I headed to school. I called the Hermegi household. According to her mother, Gia left soon after Hatari left, but it seems that she was still wearing her uniform at that time. In other words, she must be at school. Gia, don't think you can escape from me? What a bitch! There you are. Hi, why are you here? Don't worry about that. Just come with me. This is an important day for us. What could you be doing here that's so important? Ah, but wait, I have things to do, meetings to attend. I suppose you say you're doing this all for the Soaring Club? If so, I don't think you'll find anything more important than the glider's completion. If you don't come, I swear I'll say it out loud. Are you threatening me? Sure, I'm going to threaten you, just like a coward I know who hides this and that and is always running around from place to place. Who are you calling a coward? I'm obviously talking about you. All of that aside, I want you to tell me what exactly is more important than the completion of the glider. I... You have nothing to say, which means you've got nothing. I grabbed the Gia's wrist. Hey! Oh god. Aoi, you need to calm down, buddy. I would be frustrated too, but you just need to... Are you going to shout? Resist? Are you going to make enough noise to get everyone's attention? You think you're so clever? Which is it gonna be? It doesn't matter, so just come on already. Ah! Aren't you a member of the Soaring Club? Haven't you been working hard for this? Have you not worked as hard as you possibly can? If that's the case, you have no excuse for missing the maiden flight. No, I'm not going! Why not? No, stop, I don't want to go means I don't want to go. Why is she being so stubborn? Before long, I started to think I should abduct her or kidnap her. That's a bit weird. But at that moment, that's when I realized the feeling inside of me. It wasn't that I liked Gia, it was something else entirely. It moved me. I decided to take action other than what Aunt Jen has ordered me to do. Okay then. If it's for something other than a flight, will you come with me? I guess. Then let's go. I assure you that this has nothing to do with the runway or the glider. Well, what are you talking about? I ignored her for the time being and grabbed my cell. Akatori. Sorry, but I wasn't able to get in touch with Ajia. Today is starting to look hopeless for me, so you and Amani should take care of the maiden voyage. Say sorry to Aunt Jan for me. I heard an extremely angry voice on the other end of the phone, but hung up anyway. While I was at it, I also decided to turn my cell off. Well, that should just about do it. Are you being serious? Well, let's go. I grabbed the stunned Ajia by the arm and left school. We'll head to Flags first. Ah! Ajia was dumbfounded as I pulled her along and headed to Cafe Flags, which is famous for its date courses. Aren't pastries the feature menu? Well, then we'll take 2. 1,300 yen for one, huh? What, you going to spend that much? If I take off from the next gliding practice, I'll have more than enough. Don't say that, you're doing too much. If you're not coming, what's the point? I'm not going to fly. You wouldn't. You're the last person who would be saying anything. You couldn't even come to see the completion of a glider we've been working over on for the entire year. This is as delicious as it is expensive. An elegant flavor. I really had no idea what she was talking about. Hold on. Well then, moving on, I gripped Ajia's hand tightly. Hey, let go of me already. I'll only let go of you if you come with me. What's the point in that? Are you implying that you'll run off if I let go? If you're going to quit the Soaring Club, that's your choice to make. But if you're planning to stay on as a member, won't you at least come with me? You're awful. I can't believe you're threatening me. If my club lost even one member, it would affect everyone. Have you forgotten your own words? Nay. If that's how it is, I'm sure that Tobioka would be more than happy to put an end to the activities. I'm sure he'd argue that it's not a real club and that gliders are too dangerous. Is that really how you want our year of hard work to end, Gia? No, it won't. It couldn't. Well, we can save the serious talk for later. How about some ice cream? That's right. Cookies and cream is your favorite, isn't it? How do you know that? You probably told me at some point. I guess it was probably last year at around the time you became friends with Katori. I remember that. I remember everything about you, Ajia. I gently let go of her hand. Ajia didn't run away. Well then, what's next? We went outside with both drink and ice cream in hand. Where are we going? We finished our ice cream with plastic bottles in hand to protect against the heat. We hit the road. It's just about time. This was the last place. This was the last place we were happy together. But the way things are going now, it's going to be harder and harder to get along that well again. Did you agree, Gia? I ignored Gia's silence and pressed on for an answer. Do you really think of me just as another classmate? If you do, I'll stop. What? Of course not! I see. That's good. I took a deep breath. The worst of my fears had been avoided. Oh, shall we sit? I climbed up to a gentle slope of grass and sat down. From there, we could look down at the lake. Ajia sat down right next to me. That's so awkward at the moment. Wait, what is happening? Hey, wait, whoa! It started randomly going ahead. Oh, look at this. Okay, that was weird, sorry. Alright. Okay, these two look look at shit to sort out. Well, I'm sure it'll start any second now. I'll try my eyes to see the other side of the lake. Ah! Aji and I both saw the same thing. A faint green expanding on the opposite shore, and there was something white, no different than a calmly spinning windmill. That is that! It's the improved version of the Soaring Club's glider. Our wings! It's finished. I told you, didn't I? Anjan was complimenting your craftsmanship. Oh, whoops, sorry. Anjan was complimenting your craftsmanship, said it was the work of a pro. Great. That makes you happy, right? Well, of course it does. So why wouldn't you at least want to be there for its maiden voyage? Oh, it looks like it's about to take flight. The aircraft arrived in a fixed position. The people moving around it were faint, even when I strained my eyes. I guess that Anjan and Matsutsugu were covering for me this time. We literally fly with Amane and Katori at the helm. If you're really worried, we could leave here and make it in time to warn them, should we? I'm not in the mood to just leave you here and go off on my own. We'll go together or neither of us will go. You can't be serious. How could you justify going out on a date with me and yet you missed the maiden flight of the glider? Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Meh. I just waited without urging her to answer. Oh, it's about to take off. The way that craft moved. Come on, Katori. I accidentally wiped the sweat from my brow. If there is even the slightest defect. Nah! Ajia bent forward with excitement. As soon as the graceful white wings seemed to start moving, they're rising into the air. It flies! We did it! It's so beautiful! As if it were dancing in the wind, the forward swept wings of the glider turned over the lake surface. It soon reduced its altitude and landed in its starting position. Is it over already? It's the first flight of a new model. You can't overwork a prototype during the experimental stages. Nah, see. You're shaking. I took Ajia's hand in mine. Aww. Nah! Much like my own, Ajia's hand was drenched in sweat. Ew. It had a pleasantly cool feeling to it. It said more about Ajia's true feelings than words ever could. Ajia, I guess it's time I ask. Blech. I heard from Anshin and Matsutsuga that something happened, but nobody would tell me what. They said I needed to hear it from you. Everybody likes you, you know. If they didn't, you'd be ignored, and they'd cut all contact. No. I'm no different. No, actually, I like you more than any of them. That's why I'm the one who can't bear to not know what's going on. If you don't hate me, tell me this at least. Tell me whether or not something happened at the old Sega base. Ajia was silent for a while after that. I kept my hand on top of hers. While I kept a watch, the glider rose into the air for another flight. Hi! The forward swept wings turned in the opposite direction from before, left the water surface, and climbed in altitude. Then it quietly landed back on the ground. Once the aircraft's movement stopped, Ajia took a deep breath. This is going to take a while, and it's a bit embarrassing. It's scandalous and astonishing. I gently stroked Ajia's finger. At our old secret base. We had some good times there. Yes. But soon after you moved away, it was demolished. I see. That was really hard on me. It was our place, it was everyone's place. I knew that you had left, but I really thought that you'd come back someday. Aw, now we have color. It was a childish presumption. It was an easy way to reason with things. But when I heard that the place that we used to always play in was gone, I felt like a hole had been poked in my heart, though I can hardly admit that to her. I was really in shock when you left. Just as you had finally confessed your feelings for me, I found myself separated from you. To part in such a way as that? Right, to be rejected, that was a shock for me. Well, at that time, you didn't like me enough. It's not that, I actually wanted to say yes, but I was afraid of saying yes. I mean, if someone confesses to you, then you become a couple. A special couple. Well, then what about the others in your life? Anchen, Mabo, and Nataro? Would I still want to play with them? That was my problem. I was worried that it would affect my friendships. Is that the reason you rejected me? Yes. Didn't I warn you? I told you this would be embarrassing. But when you left, I thought it might have been because I rejected you. I can kind of see how she'd get that impression. When I left this town, I was rejected by a G and actually felt like running off with my tail between my legs. Soon after that, the secret base was demolished. I was told that I couldn't go near it anymore because it was going to be destroyed, and that would mean that everyone stopped getting together. I thought it was all my fault. Did everyone go their own separate ways? Yeah. That's why I tried to protect it. A secret base? Yes, I thought that if I could prevent its destruction, things would go back to the way they were. I thought we'd all be back together again, that you'd come back. So the night before the demolition we set to take place, I left my home and broke into the base. Wow. The construction workers didn't realize at first and began demolishing a nearby. Whoa! Oh no, was she inside when it was being demolished? Holy nuggets! That's about when my mother realized I was gone and started looking around for me. Anchen had talked to my mother and came close to where I was. That's when the construction workers found me. I ran up the demolition wall. I screamed at them to stop the demolition from the highest point I could reach. I wrapped myself into a ball and thought that if this place is going to be destroyed, I too should go down with the ship. Oh my god, wow. Yeah, I thought it was strange too. But I just didn't know what else to do at the time. I felt I needed to do whatever it took to save the place. In the end, Anchen climbed up, calmed me down, picked me up in his arms, and that was the end of it. The story. Only those in the neighborhood know about it. Anchen, Mabo, and Nataro. And only those people who were closest to me. So I was unable to see the very last moments of the secret base. The next thing I knew, there was already nothing left. And because of that, I thought you'd never come back. And everybody would go their separate ways, and we'd never again play together. Our Wendy's went up where the secret base used to be, and even our shop started doing business there. To be honest, Wendy's was great. I need a drink. So I couldn't hate it. But I also couldn't figure out what was good about it. I couldn't do anything right. You stopped replying to letters and New Year's cards. Yeah, after that I didn't talk to anyone but Ataru for about a year after that because I was becoming quite dark. You? That's right, I guess you don't know any photos or episodes of mine that I had from that time. You're right, I don't. Well, over time I gradually got myself back on track. When I went to my new school, I was able to make friends, but nobody that I could really call a true friend. Yeah, that's what you were saying. I hate to say it, but I had no idea that the talk of her trying to please everyone had such an unbelievably heavy story behind it. So then, in front of me and my many acquaintances and future friends, this was my trauma repeat without warning. Me, you mean? I'm sure you have no idea just how surprised I was to see you again. Understand. Understand. I was unable to ride my bicycle due to injury. It could have been worse. Right. But you and your trauma. I wish you wouldn't throw that word around so much. Before I knew it, we had found our glider. Ah, this old secret base. And there was truly a place that I felt like another secret base. And it was placed right before our very eyes. That's maybe true, but that's me. It didn't bother me that much at first that the members had changed and the contents of our activities were fixed. But at that time, after flying, when I saw the demolition take place, that flight I took with Amani, the final flight, I too felt the impact of the garage's construction. The blink of an eye, everything had been restored to what it had been. The past, a secret base, demolition, the need to protect. So because of that, thinking back on it, Aegea's eyes were different back then. I've already recovered completely from my past trauma. I tried to be cheerful, but my hand in hers was shaking and soaked in sweat. A year later, we established a new secret base. I'm aware. Our place. Everybody's secret base. I suppose things will be different this time. I don't want anybody else to lose their important place. I'm also different than I was back then. This time I'll protect it no matter what. That's what I've decided, and that's why. Aegea fixed her grip on my hand, her voice quivered. So for someone to confess their feelings to me, for someone to tell me I'm special. Ugh. I won't have it. I didn't have it. If someone confesses to me again, I'll stand to lose everything. The secret base will be gone again. Everyone will go their separate ways again. And that's how you'll feel. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Tears slid down Aegea's cheek. I continued holding her hand in silence. I see. None of things finally made sense. So that explains your behavior. Aegea gave a deep but silent nod. You want to protect everyone's place? Yes. That's why I've been doing so much outside. I thought, for example, that Utopia was trying to get in our way and make it impossible for him to come to work. Wouldn't that be breaking the law? I haven't actually done it yet. It's just one plan of many. Still, it's no good. You're really obsessed with protecting things. Yes. Aegea unveiled what seemed to be an extremely forced smile. Sorry, you didn't show up at the secret base, so we thought you were trying to put distance between us. Well, that hardly comes as a surprise. It's my fault for not explaining myself. But why didn't you talk to us about it? Well, because I didn't want everyone to hate me. But don't you understand that I'm the kid who barricaded himself in a construction site? Don't you think that's a little strange? Don't you understand that at this point there's nothing I won't do to protect the secret base? Even what if I wanted to is bad? So aren't you going to run away? Doesn't it feel like I'm giving you an open invitation to do so? Now that you mention it, there were times when I wanted to knock over all my competitors while racing against them. If we're just talking about thoughts, everyone has them. That's just how it is. Right now, I want all of the other guys who approach you to disappear. I want to have you all to myself, bitch. If I can't make it a reality, I can at least dream about it. You're a creep if that's the kind of thing you dream about. You're just realizing that. Hearing that creeps you out? Ah, you're awful. Don't come near me. I don't want your germs. I guess that's the kind of reaction I've come to expect. Well, I guess I can make an exception for if it's for you. Thank you. Truth is that I've been avoiding talking to you about my leg injury. That's why I can't really blame you for keeping the secrets from me. Nah, sorry. It's fine. I need to apologize for getting all worried without contacting you. Okay. I thought you contacted her like 1 billion times. Aegea gripped my fingers and fixed her grip again. Warmth returned to the palm of my hand. But I understand your past and your trauma. I thought we weren't throwing that word around. But why did you try to distance yourself from the glider's completion? It's something that everyone at the secret base made together, isn't it? wouldn't that be something you'd want to treasure? Like I said. Took a few minutes to open her mouth. Making it, working together with everyone to make it, was just too much fun. I had a feeling that once the glider was finished, the time spent at the secret base just wouldn't be as fun anymore. Ah. So that's it. I finally understood what Anchan had been saying. You won't come because it's complete. Like myself, Kotori, and everyone else, she had strong feelings about the glider. However, G's feelings were far, far stronger than any of us could have ever imagined. Though she had been cheerfully trying to avoid showing her face. With such strong feelings for the secret base, the glider, and for all of us, she fell victim to overthinking. My god, this scene is, this scene's been going on for like 20 minutes. If she were to lose any of it, she would never be able to forgive herself. Having brought her back from the old secret base, Anchan had understood this. You are seriously stupid, right? Yeah. You see it, don't you? But something's wrong with me if I say you're doing stupid. After all, what would that make me for liking such stupidity? Stupid. We're stupid, squared. We overlap each other. Stupid. I wonder if we can make it echo. Let's try and see. Stupid Aoi. Try to make it echo. You are stupid, Aoi. Current altitude is 500 meters. It's so hard to say. I don't understand what the hell just happened. So now you smile. That's the first time I've seen you. That's the first smile I've seen out of you today. No, it's not, because you smiled earlier, dumbass. Ah, really? Yep. With a G's smile, something inside of my heart melted and flowed out and away from me. I had a wet dream. A G's passed and my doubts dissolved completely. Oh, they're flying again. I wonder if they were trying to adjust something. Having been motionless on the opposite shore for some time, the glider rose into the air for a third time. This time it drew 8 letters as it flew. Wow. The pilot, could it be Kotori? Could be. Mine hasn't flown in a while and probably hasn't been practicing either. Oh, that they know what they're doing. Whoa. The aircraft suddenly tilted forward. The pilot compensated quickly, so I'm sure that was on purpose. I probably shouldn't be seeing stuff like this. It could be good for my heart. It can't be good for my heart. I always get the same feeling when you fly. What? I really had no idea. Sorry if I worried you. I guess you'll finally understand. I put every inch of my being into building that little thing. I studied hard, used quality materials, and polished my skills. If an accident were to occur, I would never be able to recover. I'm very sorry. My apology came straight from the head. I'm going to be flying in it after all. That said, if we were to have an accident in something I myself built, I really don't think I'd think much of it. I had never considered the feelings of a Geo who had never flown it herself. I'm really sorry. Just make sure you return to Earth in one piece. Sure, I promise. I'm serious. Oh. It's still hard for me to trust you. I got it. Tell me an embarrassing story about yourself. If you don't return safely, I'll tell it to everyone. I mean, if you don't return safely, I'll tell it to everyone. What kind of a harebrained idea is that? You're horrible. A real human being would never do that. Well, try me. I'm simply taking out insurance to make sure you fly safely. Ugh, I've never seen her eyes shine so bright, even though they're closed. An embarrassing story. Or there's one that immediately comes to mind. But the story. No. So you have one. Spit it out already, and I'll be assured that your flights will go smoothly. Though I really have a bad feeling about this. You don't think you're chickened out halfway through, do you? Nope, I'm ready and raring to go. Even if it's not intentional, it seems like this story will hit the streets overnight if Ataru is any indication. The Maggie guarantee is that we are only able to do business thanks to the faith and trust of our customers bestowed upon us.
I wonder if there is a less trustworthy sounding guarantee in the world.
Well then, what was it that caused you the most shame?
I wouldn't use the word shame. Well, here I go. Before, at the school building, when I decided to take a Gia on an unconventional date after Aunt Chen told me to go with her. But I realized at that time, well, I unfortunately realized, Gia waited, her eyes shining even more than before in anticipation. Oh, he's blushing. Lol. When I tried to speak, my face began to warm.
No, you're turning red.
Shut up.
Come on, you can do it.
Ugh, you know nothing of people's feelings. Oh. I took a deep, deep breath. Okay, here I go. I'll tell you my most embarrassing story. I hope you're ready for it.
Oh, bring it on.
I took another deep breath before speaking. Okay. Aoi Minase. Dude. I fell in love with the Gia Himegi.
Ah!
And she seemed flabbergasted.
Well, I already knew that, but...
No, you didn't. I just said like before. Like, you know, that word can have different meanings. Like as in, I like how he's just like still got his mouth open. Like as in liking an old friend, liking a buddy, liking a friend, liking a true friend, liking a lover, liking a sibling, liking a parent or a child. I like you, that's all there is to it. I like you more than anyone, I really like you. I see no one but you.
This is certainly embarrassing, but...
I'm not going to let you off the hook so easily. This tale gets even more embarrassing. The best parts are yet to come, so listen up. Once I started talking, I couldn't stop. When I kissed you, my heart was beating like crazy. I was so excited.
Ah!
But I knew you. Had grown accustomed to you, and having you around felt right. That's why nothing really changed after we were done. It would probably even be the same if we got married.
Ah!
I felt as if I were watching steam shoot out of her ears. But recently I've had no idea what you've been up to, so I couldn't help but worry. I didn't know, so I got irritated, couldn't calm down, and got angry. But I couldn't ignore the feeling in my heart, and on the contrary, they only got bigger. What you were talking about and what you were doing, I wanted to know and understand. I wanted to be closer to you than I could understand. Because the other was you, I didn't realize it at first, but... Is this love? Is this love, baby don't hurt me, or something else? In the past, I mean, back when I confessed my feelings for you, I liked you, but it wasn't the same as how I feel now. This is the first time in my life that I've felt this way. This is my first time to be in love. You're my first love. Do you have a problem with that, bitch? I said it. I said it assertively, and looked like I'm about to turn into a vampire or crying. Huff, 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 huff. I can feel my body temperature rise suddenly. So it was dripping off of me, with new drops replacing the old as fast as they fell. I said it. I really said it. I want to die. Ugh. I snatched it out of my tortuous shame and writhed in agony. What did I do? What did I just pour every ounce of my strength into doing? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. A shame that will last a lifetime. A suicidal shame, embarrassment. I could die. There's no use in arguing that this is enough shame to justify death. This is how Gia responded to me.
Enough. You fool, what the heck are you making me listen to?
You can say whatever you want. As if embarrassment broke out from inside me, and odd calmness returned to my heart. I said it. As you requested, I told you a story that is so embarrassing that I would not be able to go on living if it got around.
Yeah, alright.
Don't tell anyone, you'll regret it if you do.
Regret it? What exactly do you mean by that?
I repeat the same things to you non-stop from morning to night.
Oh, no, that would be torture.
Oh my god, here he goes again. If we die, let's do it together.
Hell yeah. Well, if it's with you, I might not mind.
Yeah. I just fingers coiled around my own. Ah! A gentle grip, an extremely gentle grip.
super extreme. That moment, something like a white light spread inside my head, and then a shot beams out. Then I get the feeling that several tens of seconds, or even several minutes may have passed, but I have no way of knowing for sure. When I came to, Ajia was still sitting next to me, her fingers entwined with mine. Ajia had what looked like the semblance of tears in her eyes.
Well, shall we get going? Shouldn't we go dormitory before she wears herself out?
We stand up and start walking.
Hi.
Yes. Speeding up before stopping in front of me, Ajia spoke without turning around.
Thank you. This time we'll be together forever, right?
Of course.
I see.
As she continued to walk in front of me, I couldn't see the expression on her face. Oh my god, thank god that ended, jeez. I'm gonna stop right there, it's been nearly 2 hours. Yeah. This was a weird one. I'm pretty sure that scene lasted at least half an hour. Oh my god, that's gonna be a long episode. But yeah, thanks for watching. I think we're getting to the end. I'm pretty sure the last scene will be like, I don't know, flying through the morning glory. But my god, this is getting exhausting. I'm pretty sure we're past part 70 at this point. If we hit triple digits, I will be very concerned. But thanks for watching, and yeah, this is gonna... Let's just keep it going, bro. Never give up. On our wings and blah, 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 blah.